Welcome to our channel English Avenue. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic. How to live for yourself. Many people are alive, but they are not truly living their own life. They are living for people's approval. They are living for society's expectations. They are living for family pressure. They are living for comparison. They are living for what others will say. They smile even when they are tired. They say yes even when their heart says no. They hide their dreams because they fear judgment. They pretend to be happy because they do not want to disappoint anyone. Slowly, they lose themselves. They forget what they love. They forget what gives them peace. They forget what kind of life they truly want. This is why this video is important. Because living for yourself is not selfish. It does not mean you hurt people. It does not mean you stop caring about others. It means you stop destroying yourself just to keep everyone happy. It means you respect your own heart. You respect your own peace. You respect your own dreams. You respect your own time. You understand that your life is also important. You were not born only to impress people. You were not born only to please everyone. You were not born only to follow a path that makes your soul feel empty. You are allowed to live honestly. You are allowed to choose peace. You are allowed to become the person you truly want to become. In this video, we will learn how to live for yourself with courage, self-respect, and inner freedom. This video will also help you improve your English. So listen carefully. Repeat useful sentences. Learn words like approval, expectations, self-respect, courage, peace, boundaries, confidence, and freedom. Try to speak these lines aloud. Because when you learn English through powerful life lessons, you improve your language and your mindset together. And if you want to improve your English with simple, motivational, and life-changing topics, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep practicing with me every day. Now take a deep breath, relax your mind, and let us begin. Lesson 1. Stop living for people's approval. Approval means waiting for others to accept you, praise you, support you, or say, "Yes, you are doing the right thing." Many people cannot make one decision without thinking. What will people say? Will they like it? Will they judge me? Will they laugh at me? Will they accept me? And because of this fear, they do not live freely. They live carefully. They hide their real thoughts. They hide their dreams. They change their personality. They follow the crowd. They become someone else just to feel accepted. But the truth is simple. If you live only for approval, you will never feel free. Because people's opinions keep changing. Today, they may like you. Tomorrow, they may criticize you. Today, they may support you. Tomorrow, they may misunderstand you. If your peace depends on people's approval, your peace will never be stable. You must understand this deeply. Not everyone will understand your journey. Not everyone will support your dream. Not everyone will clap for your growth. Not everyone will agree with your choices. And that is okay. Your life should not stop because someone does not understand you. You do not need permission from everyone to become better. You do not need everyone's approval to start your journey. You do not need people to understand every step before you move forward. Sometimes you must believe in yourself before anyone else believes in you. This is not arrogance. This is self-respect. For example, maybe you want to learn English, but someone laughs at your pronunciation. Someone says, "Your English is bad." Someone says, Why are you trying? If you live for approval, you will stop. You will feel ashamed. You will think, maybe I should not speak. But if you live for yourself, you will say, yes, my English is not perfect today, but I am learning. Yes, I make mistakes, but I am improving. Yes, people may laugh, but their laughter will not stop my growth. This is power. Living for yourself means you do not allow other people's opinions to become your prison. You listen to advice, but you do not become a slave of judgment. You respect people, but you do not lose yourself for them. You care about others, but you do not forget your own life. Approval feels good, but it should not control you. Praise feels good, but it should not become your oxygen. If nobody praises you today, still keep going. If nobody understands you today, still keep growing. If nobody claps for you today, still keep building yourself. Because your life is not a show for people. Your life is your responsibility. And one day, the same people who doubted you may ask how you did it. So stop living for approval. Live with honesty. Live with self-respect. Live with courage. Do what is right for your growth, your peace, and your future. The moment you stop begging for approval, you start becoming free. Lesson 2. Listen to your own heart. Many people are confused because they have listened to everyone except themselves. They listen to society. They listen to relatives. They listen to friends. They listen to social media. They listen to people who do not even know their full story. But they never sit quietly and ask, what do I truly want? What kind of life gives me peace? What dream is still alive inside me? What choice feels honest to my heart? Your heart may not always speak loudly. Sometimes it speaks softly. It speaks through discomfort. It speaks through peace. It speaks through excitement. It speaks through tiredness. It speaks through the feeling that says, this is not my path. And sometimes it says, I want something different. But many people ignore that voice. They choose what looks good from outside, even if it feels heavy inside. They choose careers they do not love. They stay in places where they feel small. They follow lifestyles that do not match their soul. They say yes to things that slowly break them, and then they wonder why they feel empty. Living for yourself begins when you become honest with your own heart. Ask yourself, am I happy with the life I am living? Am I choosing this because I want it or because I fear judgment? Am I becoming myself or am I only performing for people? These questions are deep. They can wake you up. Listening to your heart does not mean you become careless. It does not mean you make emotional decisions without thinking. It means you respect your inner truth. You balance your heart with wisdom. You think carefully, but you do not ignore yourself completely. For example, maybe your heart wants to learn something new. Maybe English, maybe a skill, maybe content creation, maybe a new career. But fear says, what if I fail? People say, this is not practical. Society says, choose the safe path. Now you must listen carefully, not blindly, but honestly. If something truly matters to you, do not bury it only because others do not understand it. Start small, practice daily, learn slowly, take safe steps. But do not kill your dream without even trying. Many people do not regret failure as much as they regret never trying. They regret the words they never spoke, the dreams they never followed, the chances they never took, the life they never lived. Do not let that become your story. Your heart is not your enemy. Sometimes your heart is trying to guide you back to your real self. Listen to it. Give yourself time. Sit in silence. Write your thoughts. Walk alone. Ask honest questions. Notice what gives you peace. Notice what drains you. Notice where your energy feels alive. This is how you understand yourself. When you listen to your heart, life becomes more honest. You stop copying everyone. You stop chasing every trend. You stop living only for outside success. You start building a life that feels meaningful inside. Remember this: a life that looks perfect to others but feels empty to you is not real success. Real success is living in a way that your heart can respect. So listen to your own heart. It may lead you slowly. It may not give all answers immediately, but it can help you find the path that feels truly yours. Lesson 3. Learn to say no without guilt. The third lesson is to learn to say no without guilt. This is one of the most important parts of living for yourself. Many people are tired because they say yes too much. They say yes to every request, yes to every plan, yes to every responsibility, yes to every pressure, yes to every expectation, yes even when they are exhausted, yes even when they do not want to, yes even when their mind is begging for rest. Why? Because they feel guilty. They think saying no is rude. They think people will be angry. They think others will stop loving them. They think they must always be available. But listen carefully. If your yes destroys your peace, it is not kindness. It is self-abandonment. Self-abandonment means leaving yourself behind to please others. And that is not healthy. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to protect your time. You are allowed to protect your energy. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to choose what is right for you. Saying no does not make you a bad person. It makes you an honest person. A healthy no can protect your life. For example, someone wants your time, but you are already tired. You can say, "I am sorry, I cannot do this today." Someone asks for help, but you are not in a position to help. You can say, "I wish I could help, but right now I cannot." Someone invites you somewhere, but you need rest. You can say, "Thank you for inviting me, but I need some time for myself." These sentences are simple, respectful, and clear. You do not need to explain your whole life. You do not need to feel guilty for having limits. Every person has limits. Your time is limited. Your energy is limited. Your mental peace is important. If you keep giving from an empty heart, you will become tired, angry, and unhappy. Then even your kindness will become heavy. True kindness should include kindness to yourself, too. Many people respect others, but they do not respect themselves. They protect others' feelings, but they ignore their own feelings. They make space for everyone, but they have no space for themselves. This is not balance. Living for yourself means creating healthy boundaries. Boundaries are not walls of hate. Boundaries are lines of self-respect. They tell people, "This is what I can accept. This is what I cannot accept. This is what I can give. This is where I need to stop." Without boundaries, people may keep taking from you. Not always because they are bad. Sometimes because you never told them your limit. So learn to say no peacefully. Not with anger. Not with guilt. Not with fear. Say no with calm confidence. At first, it may feel difficult. You may feel uncomfortable. People may be surprised because they are used to your yes. But slowly, they will understand. And even if some people do not understand, your peace still matters. You cannot live your whole life making everyone comfortable while you are suffering inside. Every no to unnecessary pressure is a yes to your peace. Every no to people-pleasing is a yes to self-respect. Every no to things that drain you is a yes to your own life. So do not be afraid to say no. Say it kindly, say it clearly, say it when needed. Because when you learn to say no without guilt, you finally start saying yes to yourself. Lesson 4. Choose peace over people-pleasing. People-pleasing means always trying to make others happy, even when you are hurting inside. It means saying yes when you want to say no. It means hiding your real feelings. It means changing yourself so people will not get upset. It means carrying other people's expectations like a heavy bag. At first, people-pleasing may look like kindness, but slowly, it becomes a prison. Because when you always try to please everyone, you lose your own peace. You stop asking, "What do I need?" You only ask, "What will they think?" You stop asking, "Is this good for me?" You only ask, "Will they be happy?" And slowly, your life becomes controlled by other people's moods. But listen carefully. You were not born to keep everyone comfortable while your own heart is tired. You are allowed to choose peace. Choosing peace does not mean you stop caring about people. It means you stop destroying yourself for people. There is a big difference. You can be kind and still have boundaries. You can love people and still protect your mind. You can help others and still take care of yourself. You can respect people and still choose your own path. This is healthy living. For example, someone may expect you to always be available, but you also need rest. Someone may expect you to agree with everything, but you also have your own thoughts. Someone may expect you to live according to their plan, but you also have your own dreams. If you keep pleasing them, you may keep their approval, but you may lose yourself. And losing yourself is too expensive. Your peace is valuable. Your mental health is valuable. Your time is valuable. Your life is valuable. Do not trade all of it only for temporary approval. People who truly love you will not want you to suffer silently. They will respect your peace. They will understand your boundaries. They will support your growth. And if someone only likes you when you obey them, control yourself, and never say no, then maybe they do not love your real self. Maybe they only love your usefulness. This is a hard truth, but it can set you free. You must ask yourself, am I being kind or am I afraid? Am I helping or am I trying to be accepted? Am I choosing love or am I choosing fear? These questions are powerful because many times we call it kindness, but actually it is fear. Fear of rejection, fear of anger, fear of judgment, fear of being alone, fear of disappointing people. But a peaceful life cannot be built on fear. A peaceful life is built on honesty. So choose peace. If something drains you again and again, pause. If someone only brings drama into your life, create distance. If a situation takes away your self-respect, step back. If saying yes makes you hate yourself later, learn to say no. This is not selfish. This is self-respect. You cannot pour peace into others if your own heart is empty. You cannot support everyone if you are breaking inside. You cannot live freely if every decision is controlled by fear. So from today, choose peace over people-pleasing. Be kind, but do not become weak. Be loving, but do not lose yourself. Be helpful, but do not forget your own life. Because the day you stop pleasing everyone, you start hearing your own soul again. And that is the beginning of freedom. Lesson 5. Stop explaining yourself to everyone. This lesson can give you deep relief. Many people waste so much energy explaining their life to others. They explain why they made a decision, why they changed, why they said no, why they need rest, why they chose a different path, why they are learning something new, why they are not following the crowd. But here is the truth. Not everyone deserves a full explanation of your life. Some people do not want to understand you. They only want to judge you. Some people ask questions not because they care. They ask because they want to criticize. Some people will misunderstand you even after you explain everything. So do not spend your whole life trying to prove your heart to people who have already decided not to understand you. This does not mean you should become rude. It does not mean you should never explain anything. Of course, in important relationships, communication matters. If someone truly cares about you, explain with honesty. If your decision affects someone, speak respectfully. If there is confusion, clear it calmly. But do not explain yourself to every person, every critic, every gossip, and every negative voice. Your life is not a public debate. Your dreams are not a court case. Your choices do not need approval from everyone. Sometimes silence is more powerful than explanation. Sometimes peace is more important than proving. Sometimes walking forward is better than arguing with people who are not walking your path. For example, you may decide to improve your English. Some people may laugh. They may say, "Gah, why are you trying?" They may say, your English is not good." They may say, "You cannot do it." You can explain once if you want, but you do not need to explain again and again. Your practice will explain. Your progress will explain. Your confidence will explain. Your result will explain. Let your growth speak. Not every person needs to understand your journey from the beginning. Sometimes people understand only when they see results. And that is okay. You keep moving. You keep learning. You keep building. You keep becoming better. When you stop explaining yourself to everyone, you save energy. You become calmer. You stop fighting unnecessary battles. You stop begging people to see your value. You stop giving long answers to small-minded judgment. This is freedom. A person who lives for themselves understands this. My life is my responsibility. My peace is important. My path does not need everyone's permission. I can respect others without proving myself to everyone. This mindset is powerful because many people are not tired from their journey. They are tired from explaining their journey. They want everyone to understand, everyone to agree, everyone to support, everyone to approve. But life does not work like that. Some people will misunderstand you. Some people will doubt you. Some people will talk about you. Some people will not see your vision. Still, you must continue. Do not stop your life to correct every opinion. Do not stop your growth to answer every judgment. Do not stop your dream to make everyone comfortable. If your heart is honest, your intentions are clean, and your actions are right, keep going. You do not need to explain your peace to people who enjoy your confusion. You do not need to explain your growth to people who liked the old version of you. You do not need to explain your dreams to people who never believed in themselves. So speak when it is useful. Stay silent when it protects your peace. And let your life become your strongest answer. Lesson 6. Follow your own path. This is one of the most important lessons in life. Because many people are unhappy, not because they have no ability. They are unhappy because they are walking on a path that was never theirs. They choose careers because society respects them. They choose lifestyles because others are doing it. They choose goals because they want to look successful. They choose dreams that sound good outside, but feel empty inside. Then one day, they feel lost. They ask, "Why am I not happy?" The answer may be simple. Because you are not living your own truth. You are living someone else's idea of success. Following your own path means choosing a life that matches your values, your heart, your purpose, and your peace. It does not mean your path will be easy. It does not mean everyone will support you. It does not mean you will never fail. But it means your life will feel honest. And an honest life gives deep strength. Your path may be different from your friends, different from your family's expectations, different from society's plan, different from what people thought you would become. And that is okay. A different path is not a wrong path. Sometimes it is the path that was made for you. For example, someone may want to become a doctor. Someone may want to become a teacher. Someone may want to start a business. Someone may want to become a creator. Someone may want a simple, peaceful life. Someone may want to travel. Someone may want to study deeply. Someone may want to build a family. Every person has a different calling. Life is not one road for everyone. So do not compare your path with others. If you compare too much, you will lose direction. You will start thinking, they are ahead. They are earning more. They are more successful. They are moving faster. But maybe their path is not your path. Their speed is not your speed. Their dream is not your dream. Their life is not your life. You must walk your own road. Slowly, if needed. Quietly, if needed. Alone, if needed. But honestly, following your own path requires courage. Because when you choose your own life, people may question you. They may not understand. They may judge. They may laugh. They may say, "This is risky." They may say, "Be practical." They may say, "You are wasting time." But every meaningful life needs some courage. You cannot live your truth if you are afraid of every opinion. You cannot build your dream if you stop at every criticism. You cannot become yourself if you always copy others. So start small. You do not need to change everything in one day. Take one honest step. Learn one skill. Practice one habit. Make one better decision. Move one step closer to the life you want. If your dream is English fluency, start speaking 5 minutes daily. If your dream is content creation, write one script. If your dream is confidence, do one small, brave thing. If your dream is peace, leave one unnecessary argument. Small steps create a path. And one day, those small steps become your new life. Your life is not meant to be a copy. Your life is meant to be your own story. So follow your own path. Respect your timing. Trust your growth. Protect your dream. Walk with courage. And even if the road is slow, keep moving. Because a life that is truly yours will always feel more peaceful than a life that only impresses others. Lesson 7. Respect your time and energy. This is very important because your time is your life. Every day, every hour, every minute you spend is a part of your life that will never come back. And your energy is also valuable. Your energy decides how you think, how you work, how you speak, how you feel, and how you live. But many people give their time and energy to the wrong things. They waste time on unnecessary drama. They spend energy on people who do not value them. They think too much about other people's opinions. They argue about things that do not matter. They keep checking social media and comparing their life. They say yes to everything and then feel tired inside. Slowly, they lose focus. They lose peace. They lose motivation. they lose themselves. Living for yourself means you understand one powerful truth. Not everything deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not every problem deserves your reaction. Not every person deserves access to your peace. This is not arrogance. This is self-respect. You cannot live a strong life if your energy is always scattered. You cannot build your dreams if your time is always wasted. You cannot feel peaceful if your mind is always busy with unnecessary things. So start protecting your time. Ask yourself, where is my time going? Who drains my energy? What habit is wasting my life? What should I stop giving attention to? What truly deserves my focus? These questions are powerful. They wake you up. Maybe you realize that you spend hours scrolling your phone. Maybe you realize that you give too much time to people who only bring negativity. Maybe you realize that you delay your dreams because you are busy pleasing others. Maybe you realize that your energy is going everywhere except your own growth. This realization can change your life. Because once you respect your time, you begin to use it better. You make time for learning, time for health, time for your dreams, time for peace, time for English practice, time for yourself. Respecting your energy also means choosing your environment carefully. If some people always make you feel small, create distance. If some conversations always become negative, leave them peacefully. If some habits make your mind weak, reduce them. If some places disturb your peace, protect yourself. You do not need to hate anyone. You only need to protect your inner world. A person who lives for themselves does not waste life proving, explaining, chasing, and pleasing all the time. They know their energy has a purpose. They know their time has value. They know their future needs focus. For example, if you want to improve your English, you must give time to English. You cannot only dream about speaking fluently. You must practice. 10 minutes daily, 15 minutes daily. Speak aloud. Learn sentences. Record your voice. Listen and repeat. Your English will improve when you respect your time enough to use it for growth. The same thing applies to life. Your future will improve when you stop wasting today. So protect your time like something precious, because it is precious. Protect your energy like something sacred, because it is sacred. Do not spend your whole life on things that leave you empty. Spend your life on things that build you, things that teach you, things that heal you, things that improve you, things that make you proud of yourself. Remember this. Where your time goes, your life goes. Where your energy goes, your future grows. So choose carefully. Respect your time. Respect your energy. And start living like your life truly matters. Because it does. Lesson 8. Become proud of your own life. This is the heart of living for yourself. Many people are not proud of their life because they are always comparing it with someone else's life. They compare their journey, their success, their money, their looks, their English, their confidence, their lifestyle, their speed. And because of comparison, they forget their own progress. They forget their own struggle. They forget how far they have come. They forget how many silent battles they have survived. But living for yourself means you stop measuring your life with someone else's ruler. Your life is your life. Your journey is your journey. Your timing is your timing. Your story is your story. You do not need to become a copy of anyone. You do not need to live exactly like others. You do not need to prove that your life is valuable by looking successful in everyone's eyes. You need to build a life that you can respect from inside. Being proud of your life does not mean everything is perfect. It does not mean you have achieved everything. It does not mean you never make mistakes. It means you can look at yourself and say, I am trying. I am learning. I am growing. I am becoming better. I am not giving up on myself. That is real pride. Be proud when you choose peace instead of drama. Be proud when you say no to something that drains you. Be proud when you practice English even for 5 minutes. Be proud when you make a mistake and still continue. Be proud when you choose your own path. Be proud when you stop begging for approval. Be proud when you protect your heart. Be proud when you start again after failure. These things may look small, but they are powerful. Because real growth often happens quietly. Nobody may clap for you. Nobody may notice your effort. Nobody may understand your struggle. But you must notice it. You must respect it. You must tell yourself, I am proud of the person I am becoming. This sentence can heal something inside you. Many people wait for others to be proud of them. They wait for praise. They wait for validation. They wait for someone to say, you are doing well. But sometimes you must become that person for yourself. You must encourage yourself. You must support yourself. You must believe in yourself. You must celebrate your own small progress. Because if you keep waiting for the world to clap, you may stop walking. Do not stop. Keep walking, keep learning, keep improving, keep choosing yourself. Maybe your life is not perfect today, but it is still yours. And you can rebuild it. You can improve it. You can make it more peaceful. You can make it more honest. You can make it more meaningful. You can make it a life that feels true to your heart. This is the most beautiful kind of freedom. The freedom to say, I am not living only for people anymore. I am not hiding myself anymore. I am not betraying my heart anymore. I am choosing a life that feels real to me. That is power. That is courage. That is self-respect. Living for yourself is not selfish. It is necessary. Because you cannot live your whole life only for people's approval, expectations, opinions, and judgment. You also deserve peace. You also deserve dreams. You also deserve rest. You also deserve happiness. You also deserve a life that feels like your own. So stop begging for approval. Listen to your own heart. Say no without guilt. Choose peace over people-pleasing. Stop explaining yourself to everyone. Follow your own path. Respect your time and energy, and become proud of your own life. You do not have to change everything in one day. Start small. One honest decision. One clear boundary. One brave step. One peaceful choice. One moment where you choose yourself instead of fear. Slowly, your life will begin to feel lighter. Your heart will feel stronger. Your mind will feel clearer. And you will understand something powerful. You were not born to be a prisoner of people's opinions. You were born to live with courage, peace, self-respect, and purpose. So from today, live for yourself. Not selfishly, but honestly. Not carelessly, but courageously. Not against people, but for your own soul. Because when you finally start living for yourself, you do not lose your life.